Out of the three W's, what, why, and where, the one that needs to be really deconstructed is the why. What we call purpose. Why are you doing what you're about to do? Purpose gives us meaning to our lives. It shapes our actions and our choices. And you might be thinking, yeah, okay, so what? This is the difference between the top 1% of high achieving students and everyone else. Okay, so listen closely. There are 5 key points that we're going to be running through in this training. Number 1, direction. Number 2, motivation. Number 3, resilience. Number 4, well-being and satisfaction. And number 5, impact. So just quick memory hack for you. You can just remember DMRWI. Those letters in that combination. So what does direction mean? Purpose acts as a guiding principle in life, okay? It helps you to make decisions and choose paths that align with our values and aspirations. All right, so what does that mean? So I make a decision every day to be fit and healthy. That's my what. Why do I do that? What's my purpose behind doing that? Because it aligns to one of my core values. And one of my core values is we are only alive for a very, very short amount of time. And we don't know when our last day is. And I wanna squeeze the absolute best out of my life with the time that I have left. That might not be a core value for you at the moment, maybe because of your age, but trust me, you do not know when your last moment is. And I refuse to be on my last day and my last breath and be looking back and regretting that I hadn't squeezed the absolute most out of my life. And being fit and healthy is one of those tricks, all right? It's not the purpose of this lesson to dive into fitness and health and well-being, but if you are fit and healthy, you have more energy to attach to the other what's, to the other things that you do in your life. So purpose gives me a direction. It provides a roadmap, if you like. Purpose is an incredible motivator. When we see an activity, an action, some homework, some studying, a conversation, a course, whatever it is, when we view that as having a deep rooted belief and we like it, we are more likely to put effort into it, aren't we? And to be able to overcome obstacles. So for example, when you get to the age of about 17, 18, and maybe you are watching this and your final exams are coming up, and you know that the consequence, the purpose of you getting a good grade is that you are able to go to the university of your choice. And you are able to apply for a job that requires those A levels. That's your purpose. That's huge, because if you just sit there and can't be bothered and you get distracted by other things, the reason you won't get the result you want is because the purpose isn't big enough. Because if you wanted it enough, and if you really want something, listen, let me give you this, all right? This is so true. If you want it enough, you will do it. If you want something enough and the purpose behind it is that you really want it, you will find a way. That's motivation, and that's driven from purpose. Number 3, resilience. So let me just be honest with you. Life is tough. You will have things that come across your path every single day that will evoke stress. You cannot avoid all these stressful moments. But what you can do is smash straight through the obstacle because you have your purpose. You have your purpose, and that's greater than the resistance that you are feeling with that wall. Does that make sense? For example, if you've got to hand in some coursework and the deadline is Monday, and this is a great story to share with you because we had this with one of our students and it was 24 hours before the deadline. So they were on Sunday. They had forgotten to press the save button in Word with their essay. They didn't do any backups and their laptop ran out of power. It died. Yes, exactly. They lost all their work. Now, you've got 2 options at that point. And luckily for them, their results coach, I was there with them to guide them through the choice, all right? Option 1, sit there, throw the laptop against the wall and go, forget it. I've spent 3 weeks writing that essay. I've just lost it. Deadline comes tomorrow and you have nothing to hand in. You are stressed, you have an attitude, and no doubt that attitude has an impact on your parents and everyone else around you. Do you know what I mean? Option 2, remember your purpose. And this is what we went through in the results coaching session on that Sunday. You either redo the essay or you don't. If you're going to redo it, reframe the stress, reframe it and go, I'm going to write this essay even better. I'm going to write it in a fraction of the time. I don't need 3 weeks to write an essay. I spent too long doing it anyway. I know the content. In fact, I've spent 3 weeks going over the content, which enables me to have clarity in my message, to be really clear on what I'm writing. Because let me give you this top tip. When teachers mark work, they're not interested in fluff. They're not interested in filler. They're interested in being able to give you the top marks because you answer the question straight down the line. Yes, you elaborate a little bit. And yes, you write a couple of pages and you give them exactly what they're looking for. Do you go and get the power cable and plug your laptop in and redo the essay? Or do you throw your laptop down, be in a mood and go, forget it, I can't be bothered, doesn't matter. Which option do you think is going to empower you and teach you to overcome obstacles? Exactly. It's quite obvious, isn't it? Okay, fourth key point is well-being and satisfaction. There have been so many studies that have linked the sense of purpose to an improved mental and physical health. I mean, we can see it in the example I just gave you, can't you? If you have an ability to be really clear on your purpose and you hold that really tight, when the power runs out on your laptop or something else happens and gets in your way, you don't stress. You sit there and go, that's a shame, that's annoying, I'll just redo it and game on, rather than sitting there and being a victim and go, oh, forget it, I can't be bothered. Now, the less stressed you are, the happier you can be. And the happier you can be, the greater impact you can have on the people around you. Like your parents, like your friends, like your teachers. No one likes people being miserable, yeah? Okay, the final part, impact. When we get really good at understanding our purpose, we can make a positive impact on the world around us. When you talk to your friends, and perhaps one of your friends right now is having a hard time, if your purpose is to cheer them up and you are really clear with that purpose, you will be able to help them. You will be able to help them. You can make a difference to their day because you have purpose. If you just meet up with them and you just send them a message and you go, you all right, mate? How's it going? And they just talk and complain. If you have purpose of helping them, and how good are you going to feel knowing that you made the choice to help them out? And you did it. You consciously chose to help them out. Does that make sense? And as you get older and you turn into a young adult, which you are, I'm sure, you will realize that one of the most valuable things we have in this life is creating an impact in the world. It doesn't matter what you're doing. For me, it's student optimization. I love helping you. I love it. Teenagers like yourself becoming the best version of you. I love giving you content that will get you thinking about your life in a completely different way that I know has been scientifically proven to make you happier, stress-free, and to get the best results you can at school. I love that. That's my purpose. I could talk about this stuff all day long. So the next time you're doing something, no matter what it is, just reflect. Just sit there and go, what is my purpose behind this action? What am I hoping to achieve? If you've got any questions regarding this training and you want to share some of your purpose with your student optimization coach, please do. I hope this has helped, and I will see you in the next session.